Hey Capricorn, welcome to part 2 of your reading series. Okay, so we ended part 1 with you possibly seeing someone as having potential for your forever, okay? And yeah, let's see what comes up. Let's see if this story continues. All right, so here we have the situation right here. We have a brand new deck that we're going to use. I will be keeping track as we go through the week of cards that show up twice. You can do that along with me. You did show up in the first part of the reading here. We'll see if you show up again. All right, so again, situation. This is what you're manifesting in this situation. Details that maybe you can see or maybe you can't see. And finally, guidance. Okay, let's see what we have here. Lenormand card. All right, so we have the moon. We have the moon. This is one of the cards of love and romance in the Lenormand deck. However, what number is attached to this moon card is the number 5. And 5 says that this situation here might involve some chaos or some change that's going on here. So you might feel like that's something that's needed, or you might be avoiding that. All right, so let's see what else we have here with the situation. Okay, so we've got the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. So the situation that we're talking about is some type of message, some type of communication. It's emotional communication that has to do with love and romance, but it also potentially causes change or chaos. Again, you might see that as a good thing. That might also be seen as something a little scary. I don't feel like you should be scared of that, but you know, let's keep going. So let's look at what you're manifesting in this situation. All right, so we have King of Torches, which is King of Wands. All right, there's something about this situation that actually might bring out a bold sense in you. The situation around communication might be bold communication from you or from somebody else. You know, I feel like the situation is empowering you, bringing out leadership qualities in you potentially, or is bringing out leadership qualities or masculine qualities in somebody here. Again, it could be you, it could be somebody else. Fire energy, this could be, first of all, this is a card of Aries. You might be dealing with an Aries, or you might be dealing with any fire sign for that matter. But you can see the direction that he is looking in. He is looking towards the future. So I feel like there's some type of emotional communication around romance and love that either brings change, creates chaos, because somebody is stepping up in their bold masculine energy. All right, so the details around this that we can't see, or maybe that you can see. All right, so we have 5 of Cups. Okay, I feel like this communication could be about, it could be twofold. All right, it could be about something that somebody has given up for you, something that you have given up for somebody else. It could also be, you know, about the connection itself, about the feelings that this person has for you or the feelings you have for this person. The 2 of Cups always lingers in the 5 of Cups. Somebody might want to talk about, you know, a connection from long ago. Somebody might want to talk about a connection that has been, you know, something in their energy for maybe not that long. Time really doesn't matter. So this is about wanting to be bold, take the lead, I feel like whoever the masculine is probably the one that will have this communication, or whoever is carrying the more masculine energy will have this communication with respect to, how they are feeling. For some of you, it might be an apology, and that is what brings change. Princess of Cups could be a card of apology. What do we have here for guidance? We're not doing reversals. Then we have Five of Swords. Okay, do you see a trend here? We have the 5 here, we have the 5 here, we have the 5 here. So when it comes to change, the changes are happening emotionally, and they're happening with how somebody is thinking. 5 of Swords says, it's time to put down our swords. It's time to stop the fight. Doesn't mean that you're in an argument, okay? It means it's time to stop whatever resistance is happening between the two of you. This could be that you haven't talked in 3 years. It could mean that you haven't seen each other in 2 months, all right? It's time to stop the resistance. So that's what the change is about, is sharing what you're thinking, sharing what you're feeling. Or it might be, again, about whoever the masculine is, bringing some masculine energy to take action about sharing what they're feeling and what they're thinking. And that might be what you're craving. It might be that you are craving to do that. There's no right or wrong there when it comes to this, okay? All right, so let's see. Let's take a look at the Princess of Cups. Let's take a look at the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Page of Cups, Princess of Cups. Hey. All right, we've got Ace of Pentacles. So what is this about? This is about sharing intentions. Sharing intentions as far as where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? How do we grow from here? Wherever we're at right now, we've got 1 pentacle. How do we get to 2 pentacles? How do we get to 3 pentacles? How do we get all the way up to 10 pentacles? Right? How do we grow from here? So it feels like there's an emotional message talking about, where do we go from here? How do we grow? All right. Again, this is in the situation. This is talking about the situation, going back to the details, which is about, twofold in a way, talking about maybe what somebody is giving up. It could be you, could be them, could be both of you. What are we giving up to share maybe a 2 of Cups connection? Boom. 9 of Pentacles. Well, what we would be giving up perhaps is maybe being single, or maybe being comfortable. 9 of Pentacles is being comfortable in your own skin. Anytime we're not completely comfortable in our own skin, it doesn't necessarily mean that's a bad thing, right? It means that we're growing in some way. When we get too comfortable, when we get too complacent, when we get too dependent on, being able to know what to expect at all times, life gets really boring. It's really hard to keep that balance, right? That's when relationships kind of, go through challenges, when things are too stable sometimes, when things are too comfortable. It's like human beings are meant to grow. That's why when 2 people who are in a connection or in a relationship, when they are constantly allowed to be who they are as they change and grow, it's like you get to fall in love with somebody new all the time. And that's what keeps a relationship alive. when it becomes very stagnant and we come to expect the same things, we expect them to do the same things, whether good or bad, it gets boring because you don't have a chance to see new versions of yourself through the other person's eyes, and vice versa. All right. So what do we have here in the guidance? Hey, we have 2 of Cups. All right. So I feel like Spirit is saying, let's remove the resistance so we can enjoy maybe a new connection, a new relationship together, or maybe it's just about a new version of us together if you've been with somebody for a long time. Okay? That's why I shared my 9 of Pentacles story with you. Listen to the 9 of Pentacles story again, because it's an important story to understand it, whether you're embarking on a new relationship or you've been in a relationship for a long time. There are things within you that whoever you've been with for years still doesn't know about you. Allow those things to come out. Allow yourself to be different around somebody that you've been with for a long time. You know, and if you're embarking on a new connection, which maybe some of you are here, or maybe you're embarking on a connection finally, the best way to keep it from going stagnant is to, first of all, not mold yourself to what you think somebody else wants you to be. Definitely not. You're different than them, so they can grow. They're different from you, so you can grow. It's when we grow into the same person, almost, that's when things get really boring, because you stop growing, you stop learning, you stop feeling excitement when it comes to life. All right. Okay. So what do I want to do here? Let's do this. Let's do the blue deck. The energy deck, the energy oracle. All right, so we've got rest and rejuvenation. Number 19 breaks down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1. So, you know, it feels like somebody in this situation might be resting up, rejuvenating. So it's almost like he's in meditation, trying to release resistance. Of course, you know, this is a picture of a man, so it might be a man or a masculine that's doing this. What is he doing this? And then we've got the first chakra, Archangel Michael. And number 35 breaks down to the number 8, which is about self-empowerment. So, you know, I feel like these 2 cards in a lot of ways are speaking to this 9 of Pentacles. You know, we've got 1 plus 8, 9. And 8, again, about self-empowerment. The first chakra, okay, is the root chakra. And the root chakra is coming from a place of I have. So what I feel like this particular reading is telling you is this is a situation that whatever it is that you are desiring here, it's like you already have it and you may not know it, or you already have the confidence, the boldness, the leadership to move this forward. To move this forward, possibly towards 2 of Cups. The mutual connection. All right. All right. Capricorn, that's part 2. Part 2 for you. All right. So I will see you tomorrow with part 3. Hope you're enjoying the series, and thank you so much. All right. Have a great day. Bye.